Okay, here we go. Okay. And we are recording. I think Jillian's gonna do a little interview with Priscilla. Can't hear them, okay. Okay, I don't know what you did with your phone.
I just
Okay,
dropped myself back there and face.
okay. Say hi to everybody on the Zoom, Claudia.
Yeah, just lost my phone, but we're gonna start very soon. Daniel is here, so we're gonna start with the business opportunity corporate presentation. Then we're gonna go to longevity and then testimonials. So you know what, watch that, watch it go.
Rosanna says hi, Claudia. There's Claudia. I just noticed it. A friend of mine. Also a friend of Jillian's too.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No, I'm in that. We did once.
oh, you're live on Zoom, by the way. You're live on Zoom with about 8 people watching. So everybody, this is Paula. This is my friend Paula. From day one, we started at the same time with Avon together. And from day one, this girl had my back. Literally, I showed up with my zipper undone on my dress and she discreetly did it up for me. So she's like day one had my back. So let me see. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm not very good at switching the camera around. There we go. There we go. So here's Paula and I. So nice to see you. It's been too long, I know. Anyway, so I'm here live on Zoom with people that are joining us internationally.
Nice.
And
Cool.
And so we're just about to get started. And Jill's just doing an interview here. So
Okay, that's why I was standing back.
hey.
Oh my.
Okay, we'll do this reunion. Let me flip my camera. There's another reunion. And live and in person. Okay. So lots of happy tear-filled reunions. I think I should have worn waterproof mascara. Going on here, and it's just so much fun.
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta have like you two hug each other.
Oh, we did already.
I know, but we have
to.
to.
Aw.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Pushing everybody.
We switched them.
All right. Okay.
So for the
Okay. So we've got stuff going on here. Let's see. And what other commentary can I tell you guys? Anybody want to ask me a question, maybe? Okay. Yeah, everybody, let us know where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? It's a beautiful day here in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. And it's nice and sunny. And it's just, there's lots of people wandering in. And we'll be getting going on. Hi, I'm Cynthia. We met on a Zoom. I've got. Okay, so here, I'll just pan over there. There's Daniel West talking to Jillian. And okay. Okay. I don't know. Maybe Siobhan, you can help me out and let me know if somebody's. I'm having a hard time reading all the messages and recording. Saw somebody's from Orlando, Florida. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there's some other people taking advantage of the banner over here. Love those For Life shirts they've got on. And did I show you the aqua table yet? I know that Siobhan loves her aqua. And I haven't tried it yet, but I will. And say hi to the people on the Zoom. Yeah, we got people from all over, from Arizona, from Florida. Where's some of you other people from? Let me see. Oh, even little baby coming to For Life. Look at that. It's so sweet. Just out there.
I missed them.
Okay. Oh, one new message. There we go. And everybody had their immune boost and collagen today. Oh, here, I got a question for you guys on the Zoom. What's your favorite flavor of Ghost Stick? We're sampling 5 here today. There is an orange flavor as well, but we've got tropical, we've got strawberry kiwi, we've got pink lemonade, berry, and blackberry. Tropical. Siobhan says tropical's your favorite. Okay, mine so far has been the strawberry kiwi. And the thing I discovered is I love mixing that strawberry kiwi in a full bottle of immune boost. You got to have at least 16 ounces of water with that immune boost and a half a Ghost Stick of strawberry kiwi. It is the best flavored drink you've ever tried, at least for me. Anyway, so it's something that I'm really enjoying. So we've got some videos here. How about that Age Pro, everybody? What are you loving about Age Pro? I just started pink lemonade. Is it good, Gloria? Because I just got a whole box of it at home, so I'm just about to try it going forward now. And but I just started this a couple weeks ago, and I am excited to get the benefits of Age Pro.
All of them are great, but that's my favorite.
Pardon?
I said all of them are great, but that's my favorite.
Oh, okay. No, there's Claudia's son, Mateo, helping out. Yeah. Got more people here. Say hi to the people on the Zoom.
Hey, how are you?
For life, woohoo! These ones look really yummy because they've got like some cut up fruit in them. They look really yummy. But I think what's in there is this one, the pre-workout. That's what's in those ones. I know it's getting really noisy in here. It's hard to hear. So sorry if you can't hear me. And some more people. Say hi to the Zoom.
Yeah. Like walking in school, getting caught by other kids, it's gonna be. Yeah, luckily it's dry, so it's like cold air.
Say hi, Mateo. Trying to get everybody to say hi here.
Wet, cold. Yeah. But
Would you like to say hi to everybody watching by Zoom? Okay. Okay. So here we have Jillian's other half. Chris, meet the people on Zoom.
We're live. Oh, great. You get like a little face for a second. You're pumping up. That's good.
They have to speak really loudly. They can't hear.
I'm
Siobhan
speaking
says
loudly.
All right.
This is my husband. This is the reason why I'm so busy. Try to avoid him.
Oh, there
And
you go.
drive
Yeah.
him nuts. But wow.
I tracked it down.
There we go. True love, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and this is my good friend Paula. Paula was another girl from Avon Days that I absolutely we had way too much fun. Way too much fun.
We had way too much fun.
We had way too much fun. But I hope in the future we will too.
Yes.
It's nice to see, I just can't stop laughing.
I love that.
I almost stopped at the dollar store and picked up mustaches.
Everything was a theme.
Yeah, we had themes for everything.
Yes. Queen of the theme.
Yeah. Yeah. Those tip
Yeah.
samples over there and the Zoom, pre-Zoom sample over there. Okay. Did I lose you? Pardon?
Good name and good parents.
You want me to fill one of those out? Okay. Oh, okay.
And he needs that one and for you.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'm just recording. Okay, so let me see. Oh, we got 10 people on now. Oh, 3 new messages. Oh. Pardon? Are you done?
You're live.
We're live.
Glad that I get to meet you.
Oh, okay.
I started the group chat. I have to stop it for reason.
Oh, no.
Medical reason.
I'm just trying to, I'm not very good at moving the camera around. There we go. There we go. How about do that? There we go.
Wonderful. This is a big family reunion, right? We don't see each other often, but we get to be here and hug each other and have fun. So next time, if you're around the area, we're gonna have an event, you need to be here. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah. A lot of the people on here are from different areas. I think there's one person from Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Siobhan's on from Arizona. I asked people to tell me where they're from. I got some answers, but. Oh. Okay, doing a Zoom on your phone is way different than your laptop, just so everybody knows, so.
If you haven't seen her page, you need to, because this is a new woman right here. Beautiful one.
Okay, let me flip the camera around again. Oh, here's Colin, our photographer, for those of you watching, my son, but he's so much taller than me. Just a little bit. I have to hold the camera way up high just to get him in. There we go. But he's our photographer for the event. And oh, there we go. Now I can flip it around again.
That's 3 hours. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm supposed to fill out my name on this paper. Did they give you one? Here, you. It's for a raffle prize. How is it? Is it good? Delicious?
Delicious. Hey.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh, okay. So for everybody watching, this has Rio Vita. Does it have the Zoom in it too?
No.
It's just Rio Vita
And energy,
and tropical energy and fruit. Okay, so it's not the pre-Zoom, it's Rio Vita. Okay.
In an area with no services, so getting there is more efficient. Well, you guys know public transportation, taxis. Something like that. Takes a while to get down.
There's the service, okay. Here we got. Nope.
So coming back here like today, getting into traffic again, I haven't seen traffic in a year. Oh, that's why I.
One, two, three, for life.
There we go. Okay. Trying to brought you back up to the front here. Let's see if we can see some of these nice people that are waiting for us to start. It's 2 o'clock now. Okay. Hi there. Would you like to say hi to everybody watching live on Zoom? Welcome to Canada. Yeah. Welcome to the Canadian For Life event. Would you like to say hi to everybody watching on Zoom? Okay, so you can see most people are still sampling, mingling, having happy reunions, getting their pictures taken, doing all the fun stuff. So I think we'll be actually starting the meeting portion of it soon. But you know, this is what it's all about, is, you know, the networking, the fun stuff, the getting to know each other. That's part of why we do this business, right? Because we're people. And we like community and being around others and helping others. So, you know, when you have the events like this and you can be with the people, then yeah, sometimes I think it takes a little longer sometimes to get going. So we'll get on schedule soon. Yeah, my husband. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry, just had to mute for a minute there. And oh, we got some more happy reunions happening. Oh, another one here, Anna Maria and Jillian.
There's like one that,
She's doing it. I don't have my camera on.
That's
On
okay.
selfie mode, so that was Jillian and I doing a selfie on her camera. And okay. So Paula, I saw that you tried some of the samples. Do you have a favorite so far?
I haven't tried the college yet. That's my next try, but I did like the berry.
The Ray Vera, yeah.
You have one? Yes, thank you.
Oh, great.
Like
The immune boost. It tastes. What's it remind you of?
mine feels like a less sweet tang
Yeah.
from when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Not as sweet, like not thick.
Yeah. Okay. Gen Xers rock. Their mom fed us Tang back in the day.
Didn't know what you were.
We didn't know. Yeah, that's right. When we didn't know that.
Didn't know.
No, nobody knew, but now it's healthy and it tastes like Tang.
But just not as thick.
Okay, so I'm just trying to see how is my battery level. I'm about halfway and I have a battery pack that I can plug in. Somebody's asking me.
Oh, how long you're gonna make it?
How long are we gonna make it? Okay, looks like we're getting ready to start. So I think I'm gonna go up and put this on the tripod. And then, sorry, that's your view of the chairs. There we go. Just looking for my extra battery here. Nope, that's another phone. Can you find the battery pack? I'm at 50%, but I just don't want to run out. I think. Did you bring a cord for it too? Oh, okay, there we go. And can we go set up? Can you hear? Yeah, I'm gonna set up the tripod close to where the presenters are so that you can see them and you can hear them. Sound good? Okay, we're gonna come up here. Whew, it's already getting a little quieter. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I think this is where we're gonna set up. And we're gonna, okay. This way?
I need to take a couple.
Yeah, I have to take the whole thing off. Okay.
Let's get a good view for everybody.
Okay. Tell me. Does that sound good? Okay, I'm going to, well, there will be a microphone too, but. Can you see me? How was that? Thumbs up? Did everybody? Okay. Okay, thanks, Gloria. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, and. Okay, so I think I've got the camera close enough and there's a microphone there too, so we should be able to hear everybody. And you should be able to see them. So with that, I am going to say, see you later for a bit and let the meeting take over, okay? Thanks so much for all your patience with me doing this kind of live stuff for the first time. You can't hear anything. Okay, let me look. Did I mute it again by accident? Okay, close the meeting chat. Okay. Muted? No, I'm not muted. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, yes, you can hear me? Okay, because nobody has started speaking yet, so hopefully that would be good. I'm gonna probably sit close by here. And I don't know. How do we spot like this? Siobhan, do you know how to do that? Can you do that from your end? You can hear me? Yes, yes, you can hear me. Great. Okay. 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 I think we're all set up. Ladies, I think probably be a couple of minutes of, just bear with us until we get started. Otherwise, this is where the meeting's gonna be, so talk amongst yourselves for a minute. That'd be great. I have to go find some ghost stick or something. I'm getting parched. Yeah, go to a commercial. We're gonna go to a commercial for a ghost stick. Let's see. Okay. That there. Okay.
Que también hay que ser curioso. Segundo, porque no había empezado mal.
Claudia.
Alguien que apruebe el wifi. No, ya.
Aló. Hola a todos. Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. So, it's all a deep breath, especially me because I need it. We are really excited to have all of you here. My goodness, there's so many people I have never even seen before. I'm so excited. All right. So, welcome everybody. My name is Claudia Borges, and I am from Colombia originally, but I have been in Canada for 24 years. So I'm your MC for the first portion for today. First of all, we want to honor and really this couldn't have been done without God. God helped Gloria and Victor and me and the rest of the teams put this together for all of us and for our guests. So I also want to say thank you, Victor, for being the seed that planted this event. It's our first Canadian event. We're about 5 teams together. I think everybody has met each other. If not, we're going to do that in a little bit. And so we're going to have this in 2 parts. You're welcome to stay for the whole event. Hopefully you will. But the first part will be all in English. The second part will break. And then we'll do sampling again. And then we'll do all Spanish. But I know a lot of the Spanish people are bilingual, but I know the English people may not be bilingual in Spanish. So of course, you're free to go after the second sampling part or when you're ready to talk to the person that invited you. So what we wanted to do when we started planning this was first we said, should we do a meetup or should we do invite guests so they know what we have? And so we really came with, we're just going to go with our hearts. We're going to plan it, but just really see who's going to show up to this first event. And so thank you to our guests. Thank you to a lot of people that drove 7 hours, 8 hours, 5 hours, people that flew, our guest speakers that we have. We really are so excited, really, really excited. I think the farthest person that flew is my very, very special, where'd she go? Oh, she's right there. She's like, I was waiting for her. So Jillian and Chris have flown from San Martin, Daniel has flown from Utah, and there's so many people that are here from, like I said, Canada, but we have met each other, so it's very exciting. So the first part is going to be a business corporate presentation from Daniel. Daniel is really somebody that we all admire for life. So we're going to start with that. We're going to be able to see what for life is, what we're made of, why the ones that already are wearing these pins and these t-shirts, why we're in love with this company that we want to present to you today. Our second part will be focusing on our detox for longevity, which many of you English guests have heard about, and some of the bilingual English Spanish guests haven't heard about yet. That's going to be really important because just today, for 24 hours, we'll be talking about a special that is on. They did it for us, for you guys that were coming today. So we have a really great news to share. And then the third part will be some testimonials. So we're going to be hearing from some people why they love what they do, why they love For Life, and the difference that For Life has made into our lives. And so that's basically how we're going to run the first part. So thank you, everybody. And with you, like I said, we have Daniel West. He was from the corporate office from Utah. Sorry, I'm from the offices, and I'm just so excited to.
Thank you very much. It's a great privilege for me to be here today. It's been about 10 years, I think, I've been in Canada, so I'm very happy to be back. And it's so great to have all of you guys with us. Today, I'm going to focus on a few things. And as it says up here, For Life is about doing life differently. That has meaning in health and it has meaning in finances. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about what is For Life and give a background about the company and also some of the basic products. There's many products in For Life, but I'll talk about the main ones. So For Life was founded in 1998 by David and Bianca Lisby. And even though Bianca isn't with us anymore, she remains the heart of the company. We're so grateful for her and everything she always did. She made an impact everywhere she went. And David still continues to guide the company. It's privately owned. And one of the reasons why that's so important is because we don't have shareholders determining what we're going to do. We base all of our activity on what we feel is best for our affiliates and how we're going to best help the company to grow and move forward. And it's financially secure. We're debt free. We haven't had debt for a long time. All of our buildings are paid for. Everything's paid for. And so we operate on profit. And that's very important because especially in network marketing, but in many companies, it's common for a company within 5 years to fall, right? We've seen companies start and all of a sudden they have this big, huge boom, they even pass us up. And then in a few years, they're bankrupt because they didn't know how to manage the finances very well. And that's very important. So we have a really good financial thing to make sure we're always stable. And when you're looking for a company, especially in network marketing, you want to make sure that it's a stable company that's going to be around for a long time. We've been around for 25 years. Or maybe it's 26 now. What is that? 26 years? Yeah, I've been saying 25 for so long. 26 years, and we're going to be along for a long, long time. But it's a trusted brand. We have offices in 25 countries around the world. And so we're very well known. And this is the corporate office. I actually work in that building right there. There's two offices right there side by side in Sandy, Utah. And like as I was saying, we have offices in 25 countries around the world. Just a few of our top markets: Korea, Mexico, Malaysia, Spain, Eurasia, Ecuador, Colombia, Indonesia, Germany. But there's many other countries where we have an office. And it's best to operate out of countries where there's an office. Like if you have people that you know that live in a country where there's an office, it's much easier to build a business there. Here in Canada, we don't have an office. So in Canada, it's a little bit different where it's kind of you purchase products to consume. That's how it works. It's for your own consumption. And we're not even really allowed to resell products in Canada. So basically what you're supposed to do is you purchase products. And then when you have people that want to purchase the products, you sign up as customers and they purchase their own products. You do get commissions for their purchases. Okay, and that then it goes into the compensation plan. But that's kind of how the structure needs to go in Canada legally. And we found that out from somebody who's from Canada and was telling us, hey, you guys gotta be careful. So just so you're aware, the main thing in Canada is you purchase products for your own consumption, and then you're able to share the product with others. But when they purchase, they need to just sign up and purchase under their own account. Okay. We're in the Better Business Bureau. We've been there for 10 years with an A+ rating. So that's really important just to make sure if we weren't doing business well, if we weren't handling customer complaints and taking care of things that come up, then we wouldn't be able to have that rating for 10 years at the Better Business Bureau. And we'll go over a few more things that for me are really important when it comes to credibility with the company and with our products especially. Here are the countries where we have an office. Okay. And right now I'm just gonna take a little detour and talk about service for a second. I'm gonna jump back into the main part of the company because service really is an important part for Core Life. And we have a service department. In that department, there's two parts. One is the Foundation for Life, and the other one is called Fortify. Okay. And Foundation for Life is a nonprofit organization which is meant to help children, meant to help to reduce poverty and help break the cycle of poverty. Okay, and one thing I love about the foundation, this is one of the things I really love from the time I started working with Core Life, is that we really do have some cool projects to help kids. My favorite one is in the Dominican Republic. It's called the Casa Rosada, and it's an orphanage of children that have HIV. Okay, and so I had known, I started the Core Life 16 years ago, and I learned about the Casa Rosada was our first project we supported, this orphanage. And I learned about it early on while I was working with Core Life. And for years I was wondering, hey, I wonder how this project's going. I wonder how the kids are. How are they doing? Well, I had a chance one time after we went to a great escape trip in Punta Cana. It was amazing. But I had a chance to go with Ray and Barbara Muir, who were platinum with Core Life. Barbara is still with us, platinum with Core Life. And we went to the Dominican Republic. We went to the Casa Rosada after this trip. So on the way there, one of our Gold International Diamonds, Jose Luis Martinez, is telling me this story about these kids and all the things that have happened. And I was like, I don't know, man, that's sounds a little bit like too good to be true type thing, but he's so honest that I should never doubt him at all. I get there, and when I get to the Casa Rosada, this little orphanage, there's kids lined up on two sides in their performance uniforms because they were gonna do a little show for us. And I started to kind of choke up a little bit because I'm like, man, this is pretty cool to be here. I went inside and there's the nun who's the head nun over this orphanage. She starts to tell me the same exact story that Jose Luis Martinez told me, everything exactly the same. Which is basically that before Core Life arrived, and this part's a little bit tough, before Core Life arrived, there was a child dying about every 3 to 4 months because of HIV. But what I love, which is amazing, is after Core Life arrived, this is about 5 years after Core Life arrived, not one child has died since. And that's been the case since that time. They continue to improve. I remember being there and seeing a little girl climbing the stairs just barely. But what I learned is that like 2 weeks later, or 2 weeks before, she was better than when she got there. And then she was slowly improving. And what happened is they have access to our products, they have access to pediatrician, to the dentist, just different things, but our products obviously made an impact. And I can't make product things, but basically, so don't put this on social media, please. But it was amazing, and I love that part. So that's just one project of the many projects we've had. In fact, we've had projects in all of these countries around the world. And then the other part to it is Fortify. Fortify is a product. It's not 100% charitable because as you purchase Fortify and as people in your organization purchase Fortify, you get points, you get credit, and you get percentages paid to you from people that purchase this product. We did that to kind of incentivize people to purchase the product. But 100% of the product does go to the children. So you purchase the product, you don't get the product, that gets sent off to hungry children around the world. And we work with a company called Feed the Children. It's a nonprofit organization that dedicates themselves to taking food to hungry children around the world. And they then we donated millions of meals to hungry children around the world through this program. And I love that. Every meal, every bag has between 12 to 24 meals. It's beans, rice, lots of vitamins and minerals, and it has transfer factor that boosts the immune system of these children, which is very unique to other types of food that they're receiving. So very happy for what we're doing with the foundation. Okay, with that, gonna move forward. So what is Core Life? Core Life is the immune system company. During the pandemic, I think a lot of people have woken up to the importance of the immune system, right? I think a lot of people knew, but a lot of people really weren't aware. And so as the pandemic hit, people were recognizing, oh, I gotta strengthen my immune system. Well, Core Life's been doing that since 1998. That's always been one of our big focuses since 1998, is to strengthen the immune system. And we're world leading expert in immune system science. So our product, we've been focusing on how to improve these products, have the best products possible since that time. And this was the discovery of where we based our immune system science, called transfer factors, This discovery happened in 1949 by a man named Dr. Sherwood Lawrence, and he discovered these small immune proteins that transfer immune knowledge from one cell to the next. He found these in the bloodstream. Okay, they're found in different areas of the body, and so for like David Lisby, he was searching for an answer to a health solution. Okay, and that's where he came across this study, this discovery. He found that he didn't discover transfer factor, he found the discovery of transfer factor and realized that we need to take this to the world. This is huge. This is incredible. So I'll get into that just a little bit more, but we have third-party publications on transfer factor. There's over 1,800 third-party publications on transfer factor talking about the importance of transfer factor and what they do. So this gives them a lot of credibility. As far as our products go, we have 17 US patents, 65 international patents, dozens pending. We've done 17 publications ourselves and 12 white papers on transfer factor and other things as well. So one thing that I really love is we don't just say, hey, take our word for it, these are good products. We also collaborate with third-party institutions who validate the effect, the effectiveness of our products and how well they work in the body and different things. So that helps us have better science, and that's why it's called more like research. The research part is very, very important. So you'll see a little bit more of that in a minute. Proven products that it says for those scientifically tested transfer factor products for overall immune support system. These are shown to recognize, respond, and remember potential threats. That's the basic of transfer factor. Again, I'm going to get into transfer factor a little bit more in a second. Transfer factor, what does it do? It helps to modulate or balance the immune system. So some people are worried, if I take transfer factor, is that just going to boost my immune system? Because some people already have an overly active immune system. They don't want to make it more overly active, right? And if it's not active enough, then that's all we know it's going to help bring that up. But if it's too active, it actually helps to balance it and regulate it, modulate it. So it's not like a booster all the time. If you need it, it will be, but it's whatever your body needs. It's going to help your body to do its best job with this information. Okay. In transfer factor, there's enough transfer factor in each capsule to educate every cell in your body. There are a trillion, well, it says trillions of transfer factor molecules in every capsule that you take. So for me, let me just kind of go through it right here. So the best way for me to explain transfer factor is when a mother gives birth, right? And we've all been there. I remember being in the room, and the nurses are very, very interested in that my children receive what? My little babies, they needed to get what? The colostrum, right? The first milk. They talked about how important that was to help strengthen the immune system. And that's all I knew. I know that, okay, he needs to get colostrum because that's going to strengthen the immune system. So we're trying to get him that first milk. And what's in the colostrum milk? Why is it so important? That's what we learned later. So David Lisby, through his research on transfer factors, realized that transfer factors they're in great quantities in colostrum. Okay, so obviously we don't get our transfer factors from human milk, human colostrum, we get it from cow colostrum, and we've learned that these transfer factors transfer from one animal to another. It's not animal specific, it doesn't have to be from one cow to the cow. These transfer factors educate immune cells on mammals, so we can get them from different areas, even from chickens. We get part of ours from chicken egg yolk, and we extract from that. So they're protein molecules, and what they do is they go, so when the baby takes the colostrum, it enters from the mother to the baby, and these molecules start to make contact with the immune cells within the baby and spread and give information. It's transferring information to the baby. Now the baby is more aware of the different threats that could come, and it's able to remember those threats better, it's able to fight those threats better, and that's why it boosts the immune system. Okay, so we're able to do that same thing, have that same knowledge from the cow and the chicken who live in environments that are very difficult environments. They're in the mud. It's not like us in the house are always washing our hands, they're out there in the mud. So it's just a different environment. And so when we borrow colostrum, or for the transfer factor from colostrum, that's a huge bonus for our bodies, as well as from chicken egg yolk. And what it is, so I have to keep going here a little bit because colostrum is amazing. It's got lots of great properties. But if you want a high concentration of transfer factor, you can't just take colostrum. We have a colostrum product because it is a great product. But as far as getting the best bang for your buck, or just the most transfer factor possible, then you need an extract of the colostrum to get a high concentration of those transfer factors. And that's how we're able to get trillions of transfer factors in one capsule, because we have a patented process to extract, and it's just filtration, not like any kind of crazy chemical science, but we have a patented process to get these transfer factors in high concentration from colostrum and from egg yolk. And one of our products is it's just plastic, where it's just the extract from colostrum. Another product has the combination of the two, the extract from colostrum and the extract from egg yolk. We found that it's more beneficial to combine the two. And then another product adds in some additional things called transfer factor plus, that adds in some maitake mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, and zinc and other things that help boost the immune system even further. Okay, so that's what's really cool, is the science, and because we've had so much time in this area, we're the leaders of this immune system science when it comes to transfer factors. We have products that support every system and function of the body. So I talk a lot about transfer factor because that's the basis, that's what we started from. And a lot of our products have transfer factor in it, not all of them do, because we have products that they're going to focus on a lot of different things. And one of the things that I've loved the most when I started with Core Life are all the testimonials, all the people that have had results through these products. And I'll just ask this audience really quick, how many of you that are in the room today know somebody who's had a life-changing experience because of the Core Life products? Okay. Everywhere I go, the answer is the same. And I mean, I'm on the phone with somebody, and suddenly she tells me about her husband. I'm on the phone, they tell me about themselves. One of my first experiences, I was with a lady and her son, and I think we were getting gas. He got out of the car, she grabbed my arm, reaches around, grabs me, and tells me her story of what happened to her. And these are life-changing stories that happened with our products. Thousands of them. That's what really impacted me, because it's one thing, like, I don't think I could be here for 60 years and give my heart to something if I didn't really feel like it was making an impact. But here, I know that the products are making an impact. We know that the work we do as we go out and share these products with other people, they're truly impacting people's lives in amazing ways. And that's what I really love about Core Life. I do love our compensation plan as well, because it's fantastic. But the products are amazing. And like I said, we have products that support every system and function of the body. They're already working on products for next invention. They're constantly working on what's the next thing. And I love what they're doing, because they look at what's the most recent science coming out. And we have this new product called Age Pro, which literally helps to reduce aging. What I love is, my friend called me one day, he's telling me about this product called NMN, this ingredient, and some other ingredients. He told me about a guy who's working on this, helping to literally reduce biological aging. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I'm researching it, I'm looking into it. And also I find out that we're going to start creating a product that has that in it. And I'll tell you in a minute why that's so important for me to know that Core Life created a product that has NMN in it. But let me tell you, I'll get to that in just a second. We have our own manufacturing facility, 175,000 square feet. So we're able to control most of the process. Now, not all of our products go through here, but a great majority of them go through here. There's still some products that we have third parties working on, because they're just not, we don't produce that many of that type of product. But most of them go through here. And this is the part that I really, really love. So Dr. David Bulmer, we had really good quality always. But when Dr. Bulmer came to Core Life, he came from the pharmaceutical world. He was used to really high quality testing, really high quality labs, and making sure that everything was top of the line. So when he came here, he's like, you know what, I want to maintain my integrity, I want to maintain that standard of quality. And he went to the CEO, and he went to the executives, and he said, hey, can we raise the bar to this level? Because we were already good, we were fulfilling everything, right? He wanted to raise the bar to the highest level. And so we said, yeah, we'll do that. So they invested over $1 million into a laboratory. I'm sure they've invested much more after that, because they continue to get better, like the newest equipment. They have the top of the line scientists working on this equipment, because it's very high tech equipment. They have to know what they're doing and know how everything works. So I don't have the product in front of me now, but Transfer Factor Plus, I believe there's one somewhere. Yeah, there's some in the back. Who do we have here that's here for the first time? That's never been to a Core Life event before. Is there anybody here for the first time? Okay, first let's give a round of applause to those who are here for the first time. Okay. I want everybody to take a guess, unless you've already heard me say this. If you heard me say it, you can't take a guess. Okay. How many tests do you think our Transfer Factor Plus product goes through before we can send it out to you guys? Any guesses? More. Anybody else? More, a little bit more. 2,000. Okay, a little less. Over 700. Over 700 tests before we can send it out to you guys. Every ingredient goes through between 20 to 100 tests. And this is why I feel like it's so important that Ford Life is creating these products, because when I was looking for that product at Age Pro with, well, NMN, I don't remember how to say that name, it's a long name, but NMN is a great ingredient. I was looking for it on Amazon, and this doctor was doing some research on these products that have NMN on Amazon. And some claim to have 200 milligrams, 300 milligrams, blah, blah. So I was like trying to figure out which one I would buy. And then the doctor says, well, several of these products that claim to have all this NMN in it have 0 NMN after going to the lab to do an actual test to identify that ingredient. It's not even in the product. And I was like, this is crazy. I felt like I couldn't trust anything. So when I found out that Core Life was creating a product that has NMN, I love it, because one of the biggest things we do is identity testing. We verify if this is the ingredient or not. It's like every ingredient is like a fingerprint. And there are machines that detect that fingerprint. So yes, this is vitamin C, this is this vitamin, this is manganese, this is NMN. Okay, so we identify it is NMN, and we can identify the strength and potency, and identify how much of the ingredient is in our products. And that's part of the testing that we do on a regular basis. We test for contamination, we test for all these different things, heavy metal testing. We have a product that has essential fatty acids in it that come from fish oil. You guys want to make sure that if you're taking essential fatty acids, that it doesn't have mercury, right? Because people are worried, if I take a lot of fish oil, am I getting mercury contamination? Because that's a thing, right? Well, we know through our testing that you're not getting any contamination, where everything is in the correct quantities and safe to send out. If we don't pass one of those tests, we can't send out the product. We had a great product called Chloride, and unfortunately, and it was doing great, testing was fine. One day we get one of the ingredients back, and it just wasn't good anymore. And it was an important ingredient in the product. And unfortunately, we had to discontinue. Well, it's not officially discontinued, but it's on the block because we just haven't been able to get that ingredient again. Somehow got contaminated, and we haven't been able to use it. So, but I'm grateful we were able to find that contamination. That we didn't say, hey, well, this has been good. We'll just keep putting it in for sure. So that'd be good, right? Let's just keep sending it out. No, we test every lot that comes in, we keep testing. And so I love the fact that Full Life is so serious about quality, because these products are important. We take them in high quantities. People are having great results, and our reputation is very important. And so it helps you guys know that as you go out and you share these products, you're sharing the highest quality with people. You're sharing something that's for sure safe, and we've tested to make sure that everything is in order. So I love that about Full Life. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. When it comes to heavy metals, I just wanted to give this little example because I love it. This is something that Dr. David Bolmer told me. How many of you have heard the example of finding a needle in a haystack? Anybody heard that before? Okay, well, it's a saying in the United States. If you wanted to find a needle in a haystack's pretty big, right? And a little needle in there, I think the only way you would find it is if it suddenly like poked your finger, right? But then imagine this massive field with 1 million haystacks, and there's a tiny needle in one of those haystacks. Good luck, right? Well, take all of that massive stuff, all those haystacks, compress them into this tiny little vial. Now that little needle, you can't see it with your naked eye. It's gonna be extremely tiny. But that's the level that we can detect on heavy metals and non-contaminants through our machines. These are extremely high level machines that cost, like the 2 machines that do this, I think it's like $300,000 just for the tool. That's crazy, like high tech equipment. But it's able to detect these metals and contaminants at that level. So that's why we know whether our products are safe or not. So we're at the head of the stuff, and we have the highest quality when it comes to testing and the same level as pharmaceutical. We don't have pharmaceutical, that's not our business, but the same level of testing and quality. And we have a lot of different awards and recognitions we receive over the years. I don't really get into this part a lot, but so then what is direct selling? So I know most of you are already aware of direct selling. A lot of you have been for life for a long time, and it's just a great way to be able to share product with other people. I want to tell you a story of one of my favorite. I have lots of amazing affiliates that we have. I shouldn't say one of my favorites. I know, right? I'm gonna get in trouble. But I love Clementina Nina Veron. She.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right? She's so good. She's amazing. So she started for life. Might have to correct me on dates. So I think she was 62, 68. Thank you. She was 68 years old when she started For Life. She came to For Life because she had a health concern and she wanted the product. So she came. They tried to pitch her the business opportunity. She got mad. I don't want the business opportunity. I want the product. right? She wanted the product. So then she remembered what she learned from the business opportunity, so it was interesting to her. But she'd already done business, she was successful, she'd been a nurse in the past, she had businesses. She was doing what she wasn't getting the money. She wanted her help. So she started taking the product in very high quantities. That was her choice. But she was taking like, I think it was 20 Cash Factor Plus per day. That's what it was for 3 months. She had results. She got well. And what she decided to do, she remembered the business opportunity, but she wanted to help people because she had been a nurse in the past. She had such great results, she started to recommend the products. And she recommended the products and she would follow up with these customers as though she were her patients, like when she was a nurse. So she followed up until they got better. And then when she was done, she would say, hey, how would you like to recommend these products to other people and help them like I helped you? And then they did. They recommended the products to others and they followed up and they helped them. She created a massive organization, and I can't legally tell you how much she got paid, but she got paid great money and she continues to get a great residual check. She's 79 years old. She continues to get a great residual check every month. And she said it's all based off what she did then. All these loyal customers that continue to purchase because they had great results and they don't ever want to be without that products. I've talked to a lot of people who say, I will never stop taking these products because of the way they impacted their health and they continue to impact their health. Okay. So direct selling is just that. It's simply sharing products with other people and helping them have results. And I think the best salesmen in the world, they're always looking for ways to impact people with great results. They want to make a difference in people's lives. And it's not just about pushing something, because when you can kind of feel the difference between a good salesman and somebody that's just trying to push something. It's not very fun to get just something pushed on you. But we have something really here where we're making an impact, and that's what's so wonderful about what we do. But that's direct selling. It's just selling to people who you know, friends and family, sharing information, sharing products. What I love about this model is that it's very, very cheap to get started. If you guys had to go out and build this company for life research, and the millions and millions and millions of dollars we put into this, it's just incredible. So to maintain everything you have to maintain in the business, with accounting, with shipping, with customer service, with sending people on trips, and everything we do, it's so much. And not to mention creating the products, having scientists validate the products, having testing, all the stuff we do with the products. Right? It's an enormous project, and be able to tap into what we have and create your own business based off what we have for $25 is phenomenal. I mean, the risk is basically nothing. Okay, $25, that's your risk, to be honest. And then from there, what's your investment is in yourself. Because then you need to purchase at least 100 points per month to get paid. But those products that you're purchasing are for your own consumption. Okay? So you get to invest in your own health. And by investing in your health, that's priceless. So that, to me, literally, there's no risk. Plus, we have the money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied in 30 days, you can always get money back on all of our products. That's always there. So it's just, I love that aspect that you're able to tap into so much. The opportunity is amazing. When I first started, I did a profound analysis on our compensation plan. I based it off a 6x6 structure, so finding 6 people, we get 6 people over time, and being consistent and doing it correctly. I was so blown away by the numbers I found in that analysis. And so I know that the potential here is tremendous in For Life as far as financial goes. But again, I can't get into that. Don't please don't put social media. I'll get fired and you won't have a business anymore in Canada. But we just, because again, in Canada right now, it's just personal consumption. Just do a Clementina in your plans. Personal consumption, help other people consume it personally as well. And we don't have an office here, but again, the potential is tremendous financially as well. You're never alone. You have your team to support you, the people that are here. It's a global opportunity, as we talked about. There's 25 offices around the world, and performance pay. With For Life, it is going to be you do have to work. You need to duplicate what you do, help people do what you do. And again, that's why I love Clementina's model, because it makes so much sense when it comes to building business the right way and doing it with the product. All right, so there's 8 ways to earn with For Life. I'm not going to get in all these very much. It's just a lot of information. One of the things that I really love, For Life has an app that makes doing the business so easy. You get the app and you can easily send a link with a couple clicks, and once your prospect gets the link, all they have to do is click on it. The product shows up ready to go, and they can click again and then order. Click a couple times and order. So it's very simple. If you've already talked to the customer, you know what they want. You can create a little pack for them in your back office, send it over to them, and they can just simply buy it. They don't have to go search and put it all in the cart. You can make it. So basically, you facilitate the process for your customers, and it's very easy. There's lots of tools in there. We have a whole IT team managing our website and our app, and they just put a lot of work into this. Every Tuesday, they have a meeting with a bunch of different people get together and talk about what needs to be improved on. So, and they're always making adjustments. So again, it's a phenomenal tool that you can use to help build your business, share videos, track the videos, track when people watch the videos, all things like that. And then we have a program called Fast Start. Again, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time, but there's up to $40,000 worth of bonuses if somebody joins for life and starts in the Fast Start program with a 400 LP pack. Then you can potentially gain $40,000 within a year. You have 12 months to get all those bonuses, but that would be a ton. You're getting the goal to be able to do that. But there's bonuses all along the way. And that's where the 40,000 comes from. The bonuses at every rank, you get additional bonus because you signed up in Fast Start. So if you're doing this because you want to earn money, that's the best way to start the business. Okay. Now, there's a pack. I'm going to bring up Jill. I'm not going to bring her. Someone's going to bring her in a second. This pack, she's going to talk more about it. And I'm hoping, is it available yet? Anybody seen the website right now? Not yet. Okay. Oh, it's up? Woo! That's so good. So good. Okay, because last night he confirmed it was, this morning it wasn't. And then I just texted him about 2 hours ago, he's now got it done. So I'll take it out when I sit down. But yeah, so this pack is something that we put together. It's Julian's suggestion on how to detox the body. So she's gonna explain this later, but just to give the quick details. 236 LPs, $350, $64 worth of savings. But the most important thing is the way this is going to help impact your body, which again, Julian's going to touch on that. And that's really what I have. For Life is all about doing life differently. We invite you to join us. We invite you to continue to impact other people's lives. And really, when this becomes more of a mission, when it becomes more of a way you're making a difference in people's lives, I think that's a lot funner than just doing something as a business, right? And it's like a business. More about really making a difference in other people's lives. Thank you very much. We're here to serve you in the way.
Wow, that was a lot of information in a very short time. But that was so good, and I'm gonna finish it. So, if you guys do have questions for our guests, you can sit more calmly with Jillian or myself, and we can talk a little bit more about it. So, what event would not be great without a great PowerPoint presentations and lots of writing, and it's great. But to absorb better, it's all about stories. And so the first person that I want to bring up here is our guest and speaker, Ana Maria Salinas. And I met Ana Maria, I don't know, a few years ago, but Ana Maria and I made such a good connection that for some reason, every time we see each other, we want to cry. So I don't know what happened there, but it is emotional cry. We don't talk a lot. We're not even close friends, but when we do talk, we have an emotional connection. And so what happens with people in for life is that sometimes we see each other, sometimes even just once a year or once every 18 months when we have convention, but we have made a bond, and that bond is, I can't explain it. I just never felt it before the way I feel it with people up for life. And one of them is Ana Maria, so I'm super excited to have her here in their first Canadian event as our speaker. You will have a chance to just hear about what her heart is about and why I call her. So Ana Maria, you can come.
Thank you. So, Ana Maria Salinas, and I'm from Colombia, South America. I've been in the United States for over 40 years. I do have my accent, and I love my accent, and I don't want to lose it. Okay, I don't want to forget where I'm coming from. But I'm very thankful to the United States for opening the doors for us, and I'm very thankful for my husband, because 15 years ago somebody came to our house to show the opportunity, and I rejected. I said, I'm not into that. I don't want people and beg them to buy you or whatever. I reject it. So my husband just sat there. He's a very shy man. I have to, we're high school sweethearts. We've been together. I was 14, he was 15, 42 years of marriage, 3 beautiful kids. And so when he said, I want to do it, I said, this is not for you, because you're a very shy person. Remember, who has to ask who out? Because we're in the same classroom, and every time I walk by him, he will see me and like hold his breath. Another story. So I have to ask him, I said, do you like this? Do you want to go out with me? Yes. Okay, let's do do it, 42 years after we're together. So that day when he says, I do want to do the business, I said, you're not gonna be good for this. This is all I saw. It was something that he mentioned. Well, he didn't mention this, but he saw it when he saw the 6 people, we can make a difference. He says, I have done the numbers, and when we reach our age to retire, we're gonna be retiring with $2,000. He will be getting like 1,200, and I will be getting like 800. So he says, at age 67, we're gonna be living with $2,000. How about if this works? If we can add an extra $500, extra $500. Okay, let's do it. I did not know that I was sick. I did not know I was sick, knowing that I have something that I knew 8 years ago. And the reason why I said that I did not know how sick I was, because when you have a diagnosis, a pathology, somebody gave you a diagnosis, you live with it, forget about it. And you just live a cycle of taking pills every day. And I was not just taking one, I was taking many pills because of the condition that I have, and because I have to protect my code. I'm not gonna say too much. But I did have a condition for 8 years, and I did not know that the medication that I was taking, it was making worse my system, my symptoms than better. So he says, well, they say the product is good. I said, of course you have to say the product is good. They're not gonna say the product's not good. He said, just take the product and we'll see. 8 months after, my neurologist saw me and he said, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because your levels are very low. 8 months. And then a year after, he took me off all my medication. Well, he didn't, I did. Because I said, this is working, so I'm not taking no more medication. And since 2000, well, I'm going to say the year, because it's been 13 years that I'm off any medication. So it works, it does work. Does it cure? That's the cure. It gives the immune system the intelligence, so your immune system has to do what it's supposed to do. God, my creator, I hope you believe in God, but if you don't, it's okay. But my creator put something that I call my policeman. My policeman was asleep, it was damaged. So what I did, I gave him something so it can do his work, or its work. And after that, everything was good. What happened is that you cannot keep something good to yourself. So you start telling people, like Daniel says, just sharing. The company says consume, share, and we pay you. So we got the first check that we got was for $37. And I told my husband, I don't think we're gonna be able to retire with this check. But then 3 months after, the check covered our cost of our products. When I said it covered our costs, not just mine, but my daughter who has a condition and my husband who had another condition. It's 4 of us in our house. And out of 4, 3 of us were sick. So 3 months after, nothing was paid by our pocket, but because we were recommended, or not recommended, but sharing, the company was sending us a bonus, let's call it like that. Okay. And I have my daughter, I have to mention this, but I have my daughter's 37 years old. I had clots on my legs and went to my lungs. So my lungs were not functioning correctly after that. Then it goes back to normal. COVID came, and a lot of people got COVID. I did COVID, and it hit me really bad, really, really bad. Went to the hospital 3 times. The 3rd time, I said goodbye to my husband, my kids, because I didn't know if I was going to leave. It was really bad. And now I know probably you're saying, but you were taking Transdermal. And every time I go to a hospital, they will keep saying, we don't know what's going on with you because your NK cells are fighting for you. And those are your little policemen in the body. And that's what cancer factor is. So what they said, you don't know what's happening with you. Long story short, they say you have the C word. And nobody wants to hear. C lung. Got it? And I said, no, I do not have that. I cannot have that. I cannot have that. I checked that diagnosis. And he said, well, we have to do a biopsy. And we then we'll, say if it is or it's not. For life, launch a beautiful product. I want to ask a question. How much do you think this is worth? Right here. This is my favorite purse. Foundation for life. I love foundation for life. How much do you think this is worth? This travels with me everywhere. My luggage got lost with Delta Airlines. And now I have this. And I said, I have what I have. I have with me what I need. So this is a lot of money right now. Believe it or not. This is a lot of money because here's where I carry my products, my daily dose, like you were saying. So at that time when they gave me that diagnosis, they told me you have that for life launch this product. And my husband bought me a box 2 times, 3 times. The day that they did the biopsy, the doctor was impressed. And he said, it's not what we told you. You have something different. And I'm surprised. I'm very impressed to see your lungs today, to the lungs that we saw in the emergency room the day we gave you the diagnosis. Lung, transfer factor plus, I take many products, many products. So I have here what Daniel was talking about. I cannot leave home without this because I'm gonna get old. I'm not there yet, but I am gonna get old. But it's how we want to get old, right? So I'm in my 5th floor, reaching close to the 6th floor, not to say numbers, but I'm getting to 60 and I don't want to get older with my body to be damaged. So I take cardio. This is why I said this is very expensive right here. And I'm showing what I take, but I take way more than this. I don't leave home without my tea because when you're not home, you don't go regular. It's very important that you go every day because this is the reason why I have my first diagnosis in my brain because I was not going to go to the restroom or here it says the washer or the toilet every day. You need to go every day because if not, you're gonna have a lot of toxins in your body. So this is the wonderful tea. Have you ever anyone try it? Okay. Okay. And I have my right start. This is how I start my day with my right start. Fiber system, I don't leave home without my fiber system because I'm not home, so I have to make sure that it goes. And I have my energy, I have my collagen, I have my aloe vera, and I put all this together, believe it or not, in a 24 ounces jar, and this is my drink for the day. I don't leave this at home, I take it with me. So this is the reason why it is very, very expensive. So when they told me that I was sick, I was a few days in the hospital. And you realize how lucky or how I realize how thankful I am that my husband took that decision. You mentioned Ray Muir. I love Ray Muir. One day, Ray Muir, I was talking to him, he says, always remember this. In life, there's 3 C's. Choice, chances, and change. So in life, we always have to make a choice. And you're gonna make choices to take a chance to make a change. And I did that. My husband did that. So I'm grateful he did that because while I was sick, I can see people in the hospital bed by themselves because the husband or the wife have to go to work. They have to provide. My husband was with me 2 months, 7 days of the week, because that's the only thing we have, right? 7 days of the week, 24 hours. Not everybody has that luxury to have your husband or your wife with you when you most need it. And For Life has given us that because he took a chance, a choice, took the chance, and then we made a change. We were not sure if we wanted to be part of For Life when we started until we were iffy, like, is it legal? I mean, we're making money and it's so easy. Some people say it's not easy. Until we went to the first convention and Bianca Lisa asked a question to the crowd and she says, what is the most important thing in your life? And this is the owner of the company. Of course, you're gonna say for life, and everybody's for life. Until she said, no. With all due respect, there's a priority in your life. And it should be God, your family, and then whatever job you have. When she said that, my husband and I looked at each other and we said, this is where we want to be. And this is we have been for 15 years now. We have been able to serve the Foundation for Life, building houses. We have been able to help our church. Because who here wants to do more for their church or community, but unfortunately, you don't have the money for it. But this is a chance for you to do it. Foundation for Life has given so much, and we're so grateful that we have been part of it. So now we have shared something new. Maybe for you, this is the first time you hear this. Now you have the information. It's up to you. If you make a choice, make a chances to make a change in your life or somebody else. Okay, I don't want to take too much of your time. So this is me, and I hope to see you in the wherever. Okay, wherever, because like Claudia said, we don't see each other often, but when we see, we can feel the love and we can feel each other's energy. And the purpose of being with For Life is together building.
It's an amazing story. She has a lot of them. She is a tremendous speaker, very humble. She's actually one of the words that I want to give her. You don't win that one, and it's the silver award, which is the service award in our company. So, next we're going to talk a little bit about that longevity detox, and this is a really new thing that we have with our team. And we want to bring it to everybody. Everybody can do it. Everybody that is in For Life, non For Life. So that's why that it will be there for 24 hours. So I'm going to bring Jillian up. But before I bring Jillian, just for the purpose of time, I'm going to tell you how Jillian. That way I can put that little part of the story. Jillian lives in an island. She's in San Martin. She actually flew a few days ago from San Martin to be here supporting the event. And I met Jillian a little bit, I don't remember if it was a little bit before San Martin or on our way to San Martin. So it's interesting because we want to show you that we're not here by chance, like everything aligns perfect in the moment that it needs to align. And so we met, we talked in the plane, we were in the trip that we were in our previous company. And we fell in love with each other, just like I fell in love with Maria. She's got this vibrant energy that I'm just gonna want to tag along to all the time. I know she's just fun and laughs, and she's just great. Like the ones that know Jillian know how she is. And but she was in this area, the Halton area, and I was in the Toronto area. So we don't get to work together; we just get to see each other at events. So I left Avon in 2015. I had a child in 2012. And so my story, to make it quick and bring it home, was that when I had my child, I had a divorce. And I said, it's okay, I'm still safe with my company. And I've been there 14 and a half years. But then I started feeling two things. Number one, that I wasn't as safe in that company. I was like, ooh, I don't know if this company is going to keep me here for a long time, and I want to retire, but I don't know if it's going to keep me there for the next 10 years. So I started thinking, do I want to go up in the ladder? Will I change? And Matilda started growing. By the time he was 2, and the story is because when I was in San Martin, I saw a little child, and I saw my fellow managers, and I thought, I want to be with my kid. I don't feel right anymore being just with a whole bunch of ladies and we're like having cocktails on the beach. And I was like, my life has changed. I now have a kid, and this little kid, and I started missing him so much. Because I just had him. And I said, I need to make a choice. And I need to make a hard choice. And the hard choice was that I had to leave a job that I loved in a company that had been my home company for 14 years, that had paid for luxurious trips given me so many friendships, and I loved working there. But my child was calling. It was like, I'm gonna be with him the whole time. Like, what do I do? And the company kept absorbing me, and I said, I have to make a decision. And the decision was for life. So in 2015, a lot of people can do it on the side. I couldn't do it on the side. I was already working in a network marketing company, joined on the side. So like I always say, I jumped without a parachute because I didn't know what else was I going to do. I said, all I know is that I'm going to do for life, and whatever else comes to bring some money while my for life business grows. So that's why San Martin is so crucial in the story, because that's where I initially met Jillian. My son is somewhere over there. He has helped almost everybody, very child. I have not regretted 1 second of the 12 years that I have been with that child, because thanks to For Life and other side jobs and side gigs that I took on the side, I never went back to work for anyone again. I have made my promise. I'm never going to work for anyone. I'll do whatever I need to do to be able to raise that child. And that child is here with me today. That was my dream. I was like, I can imagine traveling with him all over the world and building For Life and for him. And that's what I did. And so for 12 years, this child has had his mother work from home. He is the best in his class and pretty much in school. He's in a program that I never even knew existed, which is a gifted program. And I said, you know how you get a gifted child? Every child is gifted, but every child is gifted. But how do you get for the school system to catalog your child as gifted? When your mom can be there for you. And I told him that. I made him that promise. I said, I'm going to be with you in every concert, in every soccer game, they call me from school, and I'm one of the only moms that sometimes is there when they feel his awards. And since he was so little, I've been able to be with him. I work in social media a lot, and a lot of people follow me because they want to see how Matilda's doing. Or he's like, oh, Matilda's growing up so much. Right? That's thanks to him. So let's close it here to bring it home. Jillian appears in my life on and off on social media. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, you live now in San Martin. Wow, yeah. I fell in love on that trip that we went there. Wow, that's amazing. She calls me. She's like, "Are you a network marketer for life, or are you a wellness coach that detox?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I am a network marketer." She's like, "Oh, we do some detox that with a very important doctor. Do you want to see what we're doing?" So she called me 3 years ago. We run it to today. My biggest gift. I know I'm doing it with my team. And I'm like, how would I ever have imagined that 12 or 11 years ago, I can't remember when that trip was, that I would come here today and introduce to you my lovely friend, Jillian Murray, who's now fallen in love, just like Ana Maria and myself, with this beautiful company where we bring a message to the world. The message of immunity, the message of being able to be a mom that raises a child that doesn't have to go look for another job, because I did it. And that's what I wanted to show people. You don't have to go work for someone that you don't want to. That you can do this if you have a good mentor, good uplines, good programs, safe company, like the one that Danielson does everything. I can tell you that's exactly why I chose for that. And with that, has brought Jillian Murray to Canada.
Now, I'm having flashbacks. This is a moment for me, just so you know. First of all, I just want to say thank you, Claudia, and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for life. Thank you for Daniel. Thank you for the people that trusted enough in me to venture into something unknown, and also being able to be here on the ground in Canada. For those that don't know me, I'm originally from England, and I moved to Canada because this is a country that was told it's going to give me so much great opportunities. Mom and Dad came here. All I had was $2 and a little pouch in my pocket. We had nothing. And the country, as immigrants coming to a country to start over, it was all about working hard and believing in the vision. And this country does mean a lot to me, even though I did choose to go somewhere else. I chose to go somewhere else because of life circumstances. So we all have those circumstances. I think Anna Maria, J. Michael said, you gotta meet this girl. She's like your version of you, but she's Latino. Okay, all right, okay, I gotta meet her, right? Because she had the simplest story. And we all have a story. And my story did start with being surrounded by a beautiful company. I was very passionate, and I have some people here from my former world, actually from my former worlds. I have to say thank you to Louise, who I worked with a Hudson Bay company for 20 years. Just so you know, that's how much anchored I was with this country. I was a marketing manager. I actually worked just down the street in Oakville. Oakville Mall. If everybody's familiar with Oakville Mall, Louise and I worked there together. So I worked with that company for 20 years. And so I did work the 60 hours retail. Let's open up the store at 5 o'clock in the morning, get the truck arriving and making sure it looked fabulous, and everybody in between that whole process from beginning to end. I oversaw that. Then I went home, drove to Port Credit to go pick up my kids who were being looked after by my mom and dad. And then I drove back to Brampton, and then I did the entire circle every day. For how many years, Louise? Too many years to count, right? But I did that because that's what I thought was the only option I had in life. I thought, okay, I did a good job, I'm a good mother, I'm a good wife, I'm a good mother, I'm a parent, I'm a good sister. And the system told me this is what I had to do. I did not know any different. And then all of a sudden, somebody approached me, said, hey, you heard about that thing called direct selling? What, like Avon calling? Yeah, Avon calling. I said, oh, so there's an option I can have a work around my own schedule. There's an option for me to be able to do what I want and still have a life and be there for my kids and be there for my children, be there for myself. Who is myself? I don't know who myself is. I just serve everybody else. That's what I do. So when I got that wake-up call and a company approached me and said, we want to hire you to go work, be flexible and help other people make money. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take that. But I put my hand up. You know why I said no? Because I was at a hospice when I got the call to tell me that, we got the job, but my priority was my family. My mother was sick. She had stomach cancer. And I had to say no to a job that I knew would give me time. Time is what? Time is life. For those who know me, I run a private group called Time for Life. I learned the hard way. I sacrificed so much of my life to others. I did not know I had choices. So when things hit me in my life, that made me realize that time is life. I took upon it and I finally took a step back and I learned to look and make sure I have those moments. And I want to pass those moments on now. Everybody knows, I don't know if you know this, but I do host a show twice a week. One is called Feel Good, Real Show Good. Feel Good, Share Good, Real Talk. And it's to offer people alternative ways of healing, making them think different. And then on Wednesdays, we have this other talk called Red Hot Topics, where we make people question, critical thought. So, but it took me having a head-on collision at work and having forced to quit a job that I loved, which was with Avon. I wasn't Avon corporate manager. I wasn't a top field national trainer. I trained the executives to be in the field. That's what I did. So this is a flashback moment for me to be standing in front of everybody. This is what I did. I used to fly out just like Daniel did. Monday morning, I'd fly out to the other side of the country. My husband would come pick me up. He was my driver, by the way. Love my husband. Thankful for husbands. Yeah. But then what happened? I went to go see a beautiful friend of mine, help her take down an event, Winona Peach Festival. She's sitting over here right now. She was taking down her event, and it was actually her last event at the company because she was not having a good experience and she decided to quit. But I wanted to make sure she did not take that event down by herself. So what did I do? I drove to go get her. and help her out. I didn't make it. I had a head-on collision. I went to the hospital. What did the hospital do? Send me home. Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You got whiplash. You'll be fine. A few years later, what did I find out after being so sick and just working through it and just, I'm gonna be all right, I'm gonna try. No, I had a brain injury. Nobody knew I had a brain injury until we actually started questioning. There's something wrong. This is not right. There's something wrong. This is not right. So we took it upon ourselves to take ownership of my health. And unfortunately, my husband and I made a decision to do what's needed, question things. And question the situations, question the circumstances. So we decided to take an opportunity to go where I felt the last time that I felt good. I wasn't able to walk, I wasn't able to barely talk, I barely even drive. And we decided to just get in, in that plane and go to St. Martin on a vacation. And then lo and behold, we found out we had an opportunity to move there. Why not? I felt great then. So I took a hiatus. I started over, I started questioning things. And for the first time in 6 months, we're living in a warm climate and eating good food and being off those meds, because I just took cold turkey and just saying, my husband said, that's it. I'm going to study as much as I can to find out what heals you naturally. And we did. We introduced supplements into our system. I started questioning whether or not sun is good for you or not. I felt good when I went in the sun. And I'm Scottish background, I'm not supposed to go in the sun. But when I did, I felt better. I started to be able to walk, I started to dance, I started to enjoy my life again. I started to enjoy that time. It was time for life. Oh my gosh, amazing. Then what happened? What happened? I finally got back into the groove of working. I was a trainer by heart. I used to teach people social media. I worked with a guy and we started to work on a plan. We went to Martha's Vineyard with our client was in Martha's Vineyard. Lo and behold, I did not know who this client was. So not that, I never watched TV. I gave up TV. I walk in, sit on this woman's chair. Within half an hour of her looking at me, she said, you know what, you have a problem. Yeah, I know I have a problem, but I know what it is. You need to detox. You need to get rid of all the stuff in your system. You need to look after your liver. And here I am, like 54 years old. I have no idea. I had a cirrhosis of the liver. I did not know I really was having that much difficulty with my internals. Nobody talks about internals. You just treat the symptoms. They don't teach you how to overcome the ailment. So what happened the next day? I weighed in. I'm going to tell you, I'm only 5'2", but I was over 200 pounds when I showed up at that clinic. And within 3 weeks, I lost 31 pounds. 31 pounds. And everyone's like, oh no, that's not safe. How can you do that's not safe? But I never felt better than my entire life. And what did I do? I learned how to detox. I had never been detox before. Nobody actually told me I had to clean out my wastebasket. Here we are, we fill up our wastebasket over and over again, and we hope to God somebody's going to empty it eventually. It might get pooped through the system, it might go out. But no, it's stuck. I was stuck. My body was stuck. I wasn't able to get rid of anything, and anything is just exploding, and I was like a walking like Michelin man, basically. And I did not know that I needed to clean out now and again. And I'm not talking about putting some Metamucil in and just ripping out your gut. But I had spent years of just being on pills that I now know are off the system because that was my only relief. I didn't know that all of the medicine I was doing was killing me. So my system was not able to detox properly, like it's supposed to. And not to mention, without naming names, I was actually putting so much layers of stuff on me. I try to keep as clean as possible. This is the most makeup I've put on in years, seriously, because I just don't want to put anything on my system. So I am now, I have to say, been given the gift of life by so many times. But I met this beautiful lady, and for those who don't know who Dr. Ronnie is, you need to get to know her. She has been a godsend for me, and I don't work for her. Everybody thinks I work for Dr. Ronnie. No, I work with her. I love her so much, and I believe in the mission. People spend $21,000 just to go see her in Martha's Vineyard to do what we're offering you right now for $350. They will fly there. Names I don't want to drop, but this is not about celebrity dropping names, but you've probably seen it. Probably seen her I can say these names because they'll love her, like Steve Harvey. She was Steve Harvey's naturopathic doctor. Les Brown's naturopathic doctor. Motivation speakers. There's many people that live in Martha's Vineyard for the summer, go see her, and they look after her. She looks after them. But she created this program, and it had a beautiful presentation. Unfortunately, it's too long for me to show, but I do have it, scan it and watch it later. It's on one of the handouts. But basically, Dr. Ronnie not only saved my life, I know she's in this room here, there's many who've done the program. My husband lost 50 pounds, and for him to be in public is actually, it's thankful for him because he believes in this company too. Right, so we came to this conclusion about For Life primarily because I was sourcing products that would support the detox program for Dr. Ronnie. So when we did an online program, which we did a couple of years ago, we had hundreds of success, averaging 21 pounds in 21 days. But it wasn't just about weight loss; it was about inflammation, getting rid of the stuff that was holding you back from being healthy, and the numbers that we're seeing were dramatic. So we've now come back and said, okay, we need another list of products that we can do this with. And it turned out that For Life fit the void. And when I called up Claudia, I said, that company that you're with, For Life, because the products are amazing. She said, yeah, it is. I said, okay, then this is the gift. This is the gift. Let's try, pull this detox kit together to Dr. Ronnie's client on her clinic. We did. We tested it out. Clients came in. They did the program there on site. Great results. So why not do what I tried to do a couple of years ago? And I did, by the way, try starting my own online company. Just so you know, I did a couple of years ago. I was wrong. I'm going to start my own company. I can do this. We're going to get our own products formulated. Oh my gosh, what a headache. We're going to do this. We're going to have it. We had it all formatted. I had a whole plan. I did a whole test subject. I had how many nightmares did I go through to try to start my own company? But guess what? You've got it here. I didn't realize how easy this is. I don't have to think about the logistics. I got Daniel showing up to do, the presentations. I don't have to do any of it. I just show up, right? I don't have to worry about, arranging logistics. I don't have to worry about the operations. All I have to do is provide the service and introduce you to the products. And we do have this amazing kit now. So this is why we chose this, because in the past, Dr. Ronnie has done this program for our clients to cost you $3,500. Why are we offering this program for free? I'll tell you right now, and it's open to anybody. But there is, we have to be cautious and careful because we are in test mode. We're offering it for free so we can get testimonials for a new book. She has a book, 21 pounds in 21 days. That book has went viral years ago. A lot of people lost a lot of weight with that. But we are now taking information and testimonials so that we can put it in our new book, which is all about longevity, detox for longevity. We know it works for losing weight. We know it helps you with circumventing chronic illnesses. We know it's going to help with inflammation. And we're offering this service to everybody that wants to be a test subject. So there is criteria. We don't just buy the kit and think you can go off and do it on your own. I created the manuals. We have the step-by-step habit trackers. It's very, very simple. Once you get into the process, it works. But the key is the community. The key is the support. The key is making sure you show up, and you need to want it. I know Anna Maria did the program. And this lovely lady over here, I'm going to bring up, is Cynthia did the program. She trusted me enough after how many years of me begging her to do it. She came and did the program, and now we are gifted with the fact that For Life is the partner company with it. And I am madly in love with this company. I am madly in love with the way it makes me feel. If you know my other company is Feel Good Sugar Good, I feel good then. Not just about the detox, about the, the head injury. Remember, I had a head injury, the brain injury. So what is my favorite product? Tell me, put your hand up and guess what my favorite product is.
Nadia. Recall.
Recall. Oh my God, recall. Recall is my new best friend. Recall and reflection.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but when you're on the edge and you have, injured in the, I do get a little stressed. Just gonna tell you that, right? You haven't been a husband yet, so sometimes you need a little, relaxation. Reflection and recall were a game changer for me. Big game changer for me. So those are in my little bag, right? Because I travel like you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you never know. My bag is recall, reflection, and I am going to be doing another detox in September. So if you want to join us, please take advantage of this one-day offer. That one-day offer is available in Canada now,
So
but it is.
I don't see it in Canada or.
Sorry?
So I still don't see it in the Canada website, US NFR, it's not there right now.
But it's
If it
not
doesn't, yeah, if we can't figure it out for today, I promise we will be making it available for at least one day. So hopefully it's gonna happen soon. I'm still trying to get a hold of the guy, make sure he figures it out. Anyways, if it doesn't happen though, we will have that offer come out and we'll get it out to everybody.
Right. So I know I don't want to take up any more of your time, but like we want to see the presentation of the house and the logistics of the detox longevity program. There is a handout and you can scan the picture. It goes directly to the presentation. But there's nothing stopping you from reaching out to Claudia, myself, or Anna Maria to invite you to the private group we have with Dr. Ronnie. It is an opportunity for you to be a testimonial. I'm hoping this will become part of your, I know we have the digestible life, which is kind of like a gentle cleanse detox. It's kind of an introductory to the, the idea of detoxing. But this, I'm hoping long term will be part of the regular program for life. I can't talk with the company, but there's a reason why we partnered. And if Dr. Ronnie did go to Utah, I was hoping to go with her. And I know she met with a lot of the scientists and the doctors there, but she is totally in love with the science behind this. I mean, H-Pro, telomerase, like, oh my gosh, she was like a kid in a candy store. So she found her voice. I found my voice, and I can't wait to open up more markets. And thank you for allowing me to speak today. Thank you, Claudia, for being such great focus today. But I do want to have. I just want Cynthia to share for testimonial. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. My name is Rachel, and I participated in the detox for longevity with Julia and Claudia. And again, St. Martin connection, and Claudia, and that same incentive trip to St. Martin, and Julian and I worked closely together. And we had lots of fun. When I worked corporately as a trainer, I worked actually for 2 direct selling companies as corporate trainer, and had my own direct selling business for about 12 years before that. So I'm very familiar with this world and really enjoy it. But I wanted to say is, after I left Avon, I went to a company where I was working as a regional sales manager with clients and stuff, and then the job kept getting more and more and more. And go to this event and this event, and now all of a sudden you're running 60 to 70 hour a week events. And so I burned out. Last fall, I went on medical leave from stress, anxiety, and I didn't want to leave it, but my doctor told me she's really in depression. No, it's stress. So I've been off since last November, and my doctor put me on antidepressants. At the same time, I was told I had an element on my arm, and I had to have that removed. And then Claudia called me, and she's like, Cynthia, we gotta get you on transfer factor right away. And so I'm like, okay. And so, but I still, I was like Henry, I wasn't really a believer, but I bought it and took it for a couple of months. And
I always have chest issues when I get a cold, and so I got a cold after Christmas and it went back. I got really sick, so I'm like, oh, this stuff isn't working, so I continue taking the transfer factor. Until May, when Jillian called me and I had been on these antidepressants. And I had been forcing myself to go to my workouts and go to my yoga class, but my trainer came up to me and she said, Cynthia, you're not yourself. Cynthia, you look dull, like your eyes look, you know, really dull, and you're just coming and you're just there. And so that's when I talked to Jillian again, and she's like, stop. And so I talked to my doctor and I started weaning myself off. I didn't really ask permission, just like, you know, just sort of like, forget it, this is too much, I don't need this anymore, because, you know, I was binging on Netflix and just sort of staring out the window kind of person, and that's not me. So anyway, long story short, I started on the detox for longevity, and that's got a ton of transfer factor in it. And so anyway, to go to 21 days, my whole family was going, 21 days of juice and soup. I'm like, yeah, but it's guided by a naturopath. So I'm like, and I done a lot of reading about herbs, so I had followed along with Jillian before, but I hadn't done it, but I followed along what she was doing. So I was like, okay, I've done all my research, I did everything, and I tuned in for all of the meetings with Dr. Ronnie and really started educating myself on my own health. And what I have to tell you is those 3 weeks, it went by like nothing. I gained my energy back. My doctor actually said, yeah, you can stop taking those antidepressants now. And I started being more like myself. And I dropped 19.8 pounds in 21 days. And which I've been able to keep off for the last about a month now since we stopped that first one. And I'm just like, I'm like everybody else. I'm now sharing with everybody to say, hey, you gotta come along and get on this system here with For Life, because it's just amazing. And like I said, even doing the detox, didn't feel hungry, didn't feel like I wanted to eat what everybody else was having. It was really, really great. And that's my thing now. I'm actually going back to work for that company that I left last fall, next week on a trial basis. But I'm only doing that till I can get maybe For Life. That's my main. I'll turn it back over to Claudia.
You're telling the story of our Spanish group coming. So now, get everybody, English, Spanish, bilingual now, everybody get your tickets ready, because it's time for draws. I had one more person in English, but now we're just gonna have her in Spanish, Linda Emerson. So I will record, it's gonna be in English, so we'll send it to our English guest by text, because she doesn't speak Spanish yet. So she'll say the story in English and our Spanish part, and I'll make sure that you guys get it, because she story. Everybody got the tickets ready now? Everybody got the tickets ready? Everybody, everyone. It's not only for affiliate, I'm sorry, for guests, it's also for affiliate, everybody. So we're gonna do 5 draws, and the first one, Victor, what are we gonna do? If you guys haven't met Victor and Gloria, they brand themselves as Los Abuelos, which means the grandpas, grandpa, grandma. They don't have that one in English. So they have the t-shirts and it says Grandpa, Grandma, Los Abuelos. So they're a very amazing couple. What are we going to do? Okay, we go with our main baby. This is the flagship product, Transfer Factor Plus. That star product, everybody and anybody can take it, not children. Anyway, you ask the person that invited you. So the winner for the baby of our company is 13227. 979. Oh, yeah. Emma. Where's Emma? Rio Vita, okay, same, but in antioxidants and in the juice. Then having, when we finish in 3 minutes, you guys can go back and take some of that Rio Vita. First down for me, same in the back. Nobody else. Nobody else. No, nobody else. Franklin. Franklin, congratulations, teacher. Who's Franklin's outline? Franklin, sit up. Our next, ooh, Danya, who got it?
The next. Really?
I know Alejandro, I actually prebiotic. Yes. Oh yeah, collagen. Who likes better skin, nails, and hair? Well, Rosa is going to get better skin. Smooth that whole our body, huh, Rosa? Rosa, who is your upline? Is it Tanya? Gloria, los abuelos. Los abuelos. Very good. And immune boost. Who needs a little boost for today? Rosa, pull out again. Saca un número, por favor. Learning Spanish. Erika Suarez. Hanover. Anya, my goodness, look at that. And we have one more collagen. The second collagen we're doing is Vamos, Coco. Y el producto.
Ah, y el bebé también lo van a rifar.
Very good, very good. 5 types of collagen in this one. This one is, it's got all kinds of good stuff. What a good baby, don't you guys think? So hold it then, that baby. You must have a lot of friends.
Christian.
Yeah, who is your outline? Los abuelos? Your wife, okay, I los abuelos. Very good, very good. Okay, one more for tonight. We're for tonight. Yeah, Rio Vita, another Rio Vita, and Paula from Brampton. Very good. So feel free to go back to the tables.
Oh, wait,
One more. Oh,
we cannot conclude this without a recognition that had happened, because what happened was,
Picture.
Thank you. Okay, don't leave yet. So we're gonna do just, we're started late, so kids are without the choice of the rush start the other one. But there's a very important part for life recognition.
I'm supposed to be saying that.
Yeah.
We want to recognize everybody, but I want to recognize a couple who probably somebody said they're crazy. They're crazy by making this event because there's nobody in Canada to do it. So I wanted to big round of applause for Victor and Gloria. Here you are into already with For Life. How many of you are in For Life and live here? Wow, what a big crowd. So they managed to say, they called me one day and said, we have to do something in Canada. I said, you're crazy. There's a lot of crazy people. We need a lot of crazy people to do different things, right? So they took the initiative to start this. And then I called corporate and they thought I was crazy. And then I talked to Nathan and Nathan said, are you sure you want to do something in Canada? I'm like, I'm sure they're ready. So who's ready? Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Claudia, for being with them as well. And William for being here. Danny, thank you so much for always being there. We've been working together for almost 15 years. So we cannot conclude without recognizing the positions that people are reaching with the company. For me, the position is very important, but not as important. Not as important. For me, the position, yes, you are climbing the ladder and you reach there, but the most important thing for me is how many lives you want to change. And that's what we all do. Thank you for saying that. How many lives you're willing to take this and take it to their houses and then they're going to share with others. So thank you, Claudia, for doing the same thing. And because you're doing that, you reach a position. And it's they don't really Gabriela, but they're in Brazil, so they cannot be here. And I'm not gonna do it. I wanted to do it, but I think somebody else can do it. And it's Daniel. You reached the position as a presidential. The reason why I say the position, it's not as important as how the difference that you're making in people's lives. But this is telling you that you're doing a really good job. Okay.
She knows that's why we got it. Okay, so the next position, I'm gonna tell you guys why this been so important. Again, many of you may not understand the names or the colors, but this one is actually a higher position than me. I'm presidential, and the position of presidential elite is actually a higher one than me. There's no greater joy. There's no greater joy. And Maria knows it. But I got to feel it for the first time than to see your people, your downline, actually achieve a higher revenue. It was so amazing to continue in 92 months jump from, it was like so fast we could not even see it. So we are so happy, Jillian, you have to come up so I continue So she actually skipped positions, and why is this important for us? Because in Canada, our highest ranked leader is here. It's our gold, Linda Emerson. But I'm happy to say that our highest ranked, she's Canadian, kind of lives in Canada and lives in St. Martin, so we're still going to count her as Canadian. So she would be our second highest rank in Canada right now, which is Presidential Louise.
Not only that, but she gets how many trips? 2 in a row.
She's gonna get
Okay, so. This is for a big family. We like to hug. It's good for yourself.
so good, but by the way, I couldn't have done mine without her, which is what makes it incredible. Is I run after her. I run. If I don't run, she passes me so fast that this is why our compensation plan is so level, because you can't sit. Like once you find your incredible person, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to run. And that's what she's got me running. So let's close this first part and go back to sampling tables while we get everything set up. And we're going to start doing the same presentation, but in Spanish, and we'll have some speakers for you. So thank you so much, everybody.
Okay, well, I think thanks everybody for joining us. Where have I got that? Okay. Hi. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I still have the phone on a tripod, so that's why I'm leaning down. I think we're gonna wrap up now. So what a fun afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.